Good morning. I'm going to read from Isaiah chapter 30. For a people shall dwell in Zion, in Jerusalem. You shall weep no more. He will surely be gracious to you at the sound of your cry. As soon as he hears it, he answers you. And then from Acts chapter 13. Men of Israel, and you who fear God, listen. The God of this people, Israel, chose our fathers and made the people great during their stay in the land of Egypt. And with uplifted arm, he led them out of it. Both of these Bible passages speak to people that are unsettled by their present situations. And both passages ask their hearers to look to God and God's action in another time. The Isaiah passage tries to make sense of the present by focusing on what God will do. The Acts passage is trying to make sense of the present by focusing on what God has done. Both actions invite us to live in the present with hope. I'll be honest, I sometimes wish that hope was not a necessity. Hope is only needed in dark, unsettling times. So I think about how great it would be not to live in unsettled times. Sometimes I even wish that I didn't see the darkness around us. However, the absence of dark times is simply not a reality. How great then is it that we have the gift of hope? The hope that times will not always be this dark. The Isaiah passage reminds us that God wants to comfort us. He will be with us in our time of need and make our life better. In Acts, Paul recites the history of Israel to show how God has acted again and again and again on behalf of God's people. We are God's people, so as we struggle with our present, we should look toward our past. We have been there before. Even if we personally haven't survived this before, there are those that have. And most importantly, God has delivered His people from this before. Because of God's work in the past, we can have hope for today, for a brighter tomorrow.